Hey y'all, I'm back with another YouTube video. I know it's been so long since I posted a tutorial, but I've been super busy, but I'm trying to manage TikTok, a business, and YouTube all at the same time. It's my first month doing all this, so please bear with me, okay? The tips that I'm using are from Nailforia. These tips are so bomb. They're pre-shaped coffin tips. They require little to no shaping, if anything just straighten up at the end of the tip. I absolutely love these tips. I'm going to be posting a link to them, and you can use my discount code Amy10 at checkout. I used to love the glitter planet tips, but these tips are just so freaking bomb. I'm so serious. Y'all are gonna see the end result. I promise you, these tips are worth it. So right now I'm just gluing the tips with the Kiss glue, which you can get at Walgreens, Walmart, Target. I love this glue. I also want to disclaim that these nail tips are a little smaller than what I work with. The half weld nail tips I ran out of, so I had to use my regular nail tips, so it was a little harder to work with. They were kind of falling off a lot, so you're gonna see in this video that I did struggle with that, but you know, I made it work. You're gonna see how fast and how little effort it takes to make these to a perfect coffin. All I need to do is literally shave the end of the tip like what I'm doing right here, make it as straight as I can, and then just blend the tip to the natural nail, and that is it. Little to no shaping. It's perfect coffin each time, I swear. What I normally do on a client is blend the tips to the nail bed, but honestly I kind of skipped this step with the hand just because the nails do move a lot, so I was getting hella annoyed. But don't skip this step working with a client. So when it comes to the ombre, what I like to do is place the acrylic kind of on the bottom, not so at the end of the tip, and I like to blend it down a little bit, and I also like to blend it up like what I'm doing here. I noticed that before, when I didn't blend the tip, I would have a really harsh line, so that way the ombre doesn't blend beautifully. Another thing that I like to do is add another bead of acrylic right at the end and just blend this bead upwards, so that way it leaves my end of the tip really thick, because you're gonna notice that when you're gonna make the ombre, where the cuticle is gonna be more thicker than the tip, so that's why I like to add 2 beads. So now going in with my Mia Secret, I'm gonna be placing it right where the acrylic ends and slowly blending it down. Try not to drag the product all the way down, because then you're just gonna be covering up the blue. And with the rest of the acrylic, I'm just gonna be building it up little by little. I prefer to work with smaller beads. Some people like to work with bigger. I just feel like for me, it's more easier to control with. So I don't follow the 3-bead method rule. I just kind of build the nail to my liking, and that's what's been working out for me. Another important step is to always make sure you're wiping the sides of your tips, because if you don't, the acrylic will ruin the shape. And working with the cuticle, I always make sure my bead is smaller, so that way it doesn't cause it doesn't cause lifting, because if you use too much acrylic, most of the time the acrylic isn't going to completely seal, therefore causing it to flood and then lifting, and you know, we hate lifting. So when I do nails, what I like to do is, if I have the same design on fingers, I will just do that design instead of working finger by finger. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I'm just going to be doing an ombre on the middle finger as well. So basically, I'm going to be doing the same steps that I did on the pinky to the middle finger. So since I already explained a little bit, I'm just going to be talking to y'all for a bit. So sorry I haven't been on YouTube. I'm going to be trying to record more. I just got to learn how to balance, you know, a business and YouTube and TikTok, and my back has just been taking such a bad toll on me. Like, I have no idea why. Well, I do know why, because my posture is shit. But I gotta learn how to deal with all three of them. Like I said, this is my first month that business has ever been this crazy everywhere. So I'm happy, I'm grateful, and I'm so blessed. So I posted these nails on TikTok, and I received some comments asking me to make a tutorial about it. So I decided to film. Plus my 5 o'clock canceled today, which is perfect, just because I was able to fit in filming this YouTube video for y'all. Also, another thing, if you hear thunder in the background, we're currently in the middle of a storm here. Also, another thing is that I do plan on filming my clients' nails. I just finally deleted everything off my phone. It hurt my soul, it hurt my feelings. I am such a photo memory hoarder, so I had to delete everything and start fresh. But it's all good, y'all. Like, it's all for YouTube, you know. At the end of the day, this is my new future now, and you know, I can always go back on my Facebook if anything, if I want to look at memories, or my Snapchat, you know, I'll be fine. Look at how pretty this glitter is. I love it. I love working with raw glitter. Honestly, working with raw glitter, to me, it's so easy. All you need to do is make sure your brush is a little bit damped in the monomer, and then you can easily slide it on the nail. But I also want to add, if this was a client, I would have added a light thin layer of clear acrylic, so that way the glitter doesn't get stuck on their natural nail bed and you're able to stick it on better. I use these butterflies that I got from Amazon. Also, with these butterflies, like I said, I also think they're very easy to apply. You just got to make sure your brush is wet with monomer, and then I just stick them on there, and that's it. And yes, sometimes they do move when I cap them in clear, but honestly, I just push them back to where they belong, you know. Obviously, capping things, you have to be really patient because things do move, you know. But I'm patient. When it comes to nails, I'm patient, but with everything else, I'm not. So now I'm just going to be capping everything in clear. Like I've said before, I don't follow a 3-bead method rule. I just kind of build the nail to my liking and the thickness that I want. So I do basically start with 3 beads. I like to work one on the bottom, one in the middle, one in the cuticle, and then after that I like to build the thickness with the clear acrylic. This baby blue acrylic, I made it myself. Well, technically I didn't make it. I just mixed a whole bunch of blues and came up with that color. And then I'm using this beautiful royal blue Valentino color. So when it comes to marbling, I cannot express this enough. There's no right way of doing it. Everybody does marbling different. What I like to do is work with a wetter bead and just drag it along the nail tip, kind of like I'm painting the nail. And I just add color where I feel like it needs to go. I feel like with marbling you can't mess up the nail because marble doesn't have a distinct pattern. You just kind of swirl everything together, and when you cap it in clear and you put the top coat on it, it just turns out so beautiful. So what I'm doing next is just capping everything in my Mia Secret clear acrylic. Since I already have the ombre as a color with the clear acrylic, all I'm doing is literally just adding a thickness, just making it more of an apex, you know. I like to cap everything in clear. I know this isn't a necessary step, but to me capping things in clear is kind of like setting spray to makeup. I just think it just makes everything look so beautiful, so nice, and so what's the word, blended. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me. I know a lot of people don't cap their colored acrylic, but I do. I'm just checking here to see if the acrylic is dry before drilling. So with my drill tip, I like to use a safety circle one because I'm scared of cutting my clients. So this is what works for me. And this is a Pana nail drill tip. Pana nail drill tips are just so bomb. Like, they take out the acrylic effortlessly and they're so cheap. They're only like $7. So my favorite part, filing. I love filing. I literally spend like 30 minutes filing. I know it's so bad, but it's just like an OCD of mine. I like to file at the end of my tips like I'm doing here. I swear to y'all, if you guys don't do this step, this is what gives you a crisp nail shape. Filing, making sure you have a 180 nail grit or an 80 nail grit. With that, I swear your filing will be A1. Next is top coat, and you guys already know what I'm using. I'm using the Beatles top coat. I've been putting everybody onto this top coat. I swear it's the best. It's so cheap on Amazon. If you have Prime, you can get it the next day. When working with clear nails, I like to add top coat on the bottom. It just gives it that nice glass look. And this is the final look. Look at how sharp that coffin is, y'all. I'm telling you, these nail tips are bomb. I will be posting another video soon. Thank you guys for waiting. I know I'm lacking on it, but I'm gonna try to be posting a video every Friday. But thank y'all.